Hey everybody, want to learn about the metric system, okay? Before the metric system, we used to use feet and inches, and there's 12 inches in a foot, and feet and yards, and there's 3 feet in a yard, and there's 36 inches in a yard, and feet and miles, there's 5,280 feet in a mile, there's 1,760 yards in a mile, and then we would also use for capacity, how much something holds, we would use ounces, right? And 8 ounces would make a cup. 2 cups or 16 ounces makes a pint, right? And 4 cups or 2 pints makes 32 ounces, which is a quart. And there's 4 quarters in a dollar. There's 4 quarts in a gallon, which is 128 ounces. All these numbers are different. We also have weight. You want to weigh how much something weighs, or called the mass. We have 16 ounces in 1 pound and 2,000 pounds in a ton. And all these numbers are different. And it's not easy. You want to figure out how many feet are in 6 miles, you have to multiply 6 times 5,280. You want to find out how many ounces are in 9 gallons, you have to do 9 times 128. None of that math is easy. They decided they wanted a better system. Okay, a better system to do what? To measure things. And what a better word could you come up with to name our new system? The metric system is after meter, which literally means to measure, right? Think about, you've seen that word in a bunch of other words, like speedometer. It measures speed. Thermometer, right? It measures therms, or heat. My son's type 1 diabetic. He tests his blood to find out how much sugar is in it. Glucose is a sugar. He uses a glucometer, right? Meter means measure. So great name, right? And what makes it better than the old system, the standard units that we use? Well, we're going to learn about that, okay? First off, you have a meter. That is the basic unit of length, right? It's this big. I am a little more than 2 meters tall, okay? If you think about what a meter is, it is about the width of a doorway, and 2 meters is about the height of a doorway, okay? That's a meter. A little bit bigger in a yard. If you're familiar with a yard is 36 inches. That would go from here, right, to where my finger is here. A meter is about 40 inches. So a little bit bigger. All right, so that's the meter. Then you want to measure capacity. That's how much something holds, right? How much water would fit in here? Well, this is 1,000 milliliters, or 1 liter, right? If this was full, it would be 1 liter of water. Okay, or grapefruit soda, all right, or iced tea, or chocolate milk, right? The next thing, you want to measure mass, or how much something weighs. We use a gram. Now, what in your life weighs a gram? That. Okay, if you were in my class, or Ms. Teichman's or Ms. Hong's class this year, actually in here, we would give you one of these one day, and you would put it on your body somewhere, and you'd wear it for 24 hours. Right? And every time someone said, hey, how come you have a paper clip on? You'd say, that's not a paper clip, it's a gram. Okay? You do that, and then 24 hours later, the rest of your life, you know how much a gram weighs. Not much, huh? Right? It's just 1 paper clip, right? Now, the cool thing about metrics is everything is connected. Okay? 1 gram is also 1 cubic centimeter, right? Remember, a centimeter is about the width of your pinky. There are 100 cents in a dollar. There's 100 centimeters in a meter, right? 1 centimeter. You make a cube, a little box that's that big, fill it with water. That weighs exactly a gram. 1,000 of those is the same amount of a liter of water. 1,000 grams, 1 kilogram. Everything's connected. Kind of cool. Okay, so what are these millis and centis and stuff? Okay, you got the meter, or the liter or the gram, right? 1/10 of that is called a decimeter. Okay, there are 10 decimeters in a meter, right? 1, 2, right? Every time you see that 10. 1/100th of that, just like 1/100th of a dollar, is a centimeter, or a centiliter, or centigram, right? A cent, right? 1 cent is 1 penny. 100 cents is $1. 1/100th of a meter is a centimeter, about the thickness of your pinky. Right? 1,000th of a meter is a millimeter. That's each of these little, the spaces in between each of those lines is a millimeter. It's about the thickness of a pencil lead. Some people say about the thickness of a dime, okay? It's about the thickness when you put your finger and thumb as close together as you can without touching. That's a millimeter, okay? So 1,000th of a millimeter, right? There's 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter, right? 1/100th of a meter is a centimeter. There's 100 centimeters in a meter. 1/10 is a decimeter, right? Decimal system based on 10. A decade, 10 years. 10 meters, 10 of these guys, right, all the way across the room, that's a decameter. 100 of these, oh, that's hecka big. It's a hectometer. Sorry, dad joke, right? And 1,000 of those, right, that's going to be a kilometer. Okay? Mr. Shebesh used to teach here. He used to always say, milli, 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 kilo, 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 milli, 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 kilo, 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 kilo. And it helps you remember that the milli is real small and the kilo is real big, right? Okay, so say it like that. 1,000, okay? Now, there are 1,000 millimeters in a meter. Well, guess what's kind of cool? There's 1,000 milligrams in a gram. There's 1,000 milliliters in a liter. A hectometer is 100 meters. Well, guess what? A hectoliter is 100 liters. A hectogram is 100 grams. Everything's the same. It all works together. Okay. Now, how do you remember this? Well, you get Mr. Daniel's famous earworm. What's an earworm? It's one of those songs that gets stuck in your head and you can't get it out no matter how hard you try, right? You got to learn a song. Now, this, imagine, is not a meter stick, but is a cane. And I'm one of those old-fashioned guys that get up on stage and they sing and dance to you, right? Maybe they wear a funny top hat, okay? They sing and dance to you, all right? Now, follow along with me, okay? We're going to sing this song, okay? How does it go? Okay, here we go. Ready? Milli, centi, deci, liter, meter, gram, deca, hecta, kilo, the metric system I am. Milli, centi, deci, liter, meter, gram, deca, hecta, kilo, the metric system I am. That's the song. Sing it with me one time, all right? Milli, centi, deci, liter, meter, gram, deca, hecta, kilo, the metric system I am. Sorry, I planted that song in your brain, and now you can't stop humming it. But the good news, now you're going to remember how the metric system works. You're going to remember milli, 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 kilo, 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 and it'll help you in math and science the rest of your life. Bye.